We continue to get you ready for tonight's third and final game in this opening series of 2013 between the Yankees and the Red Sox. And it's time now to welcome in our Meredith Marakovits for another runs, hits, and errors segment. And Meredith, you know, John Sterling has a couple of brand new Yankees for some home run calls here. Everybody's always concerned of what he's going to say. So let's take a listen to Vernon Wells and Travis Hafner's calls last night.
And Hafner swings and lifts a high fly to deep right center field. Back goes, that ball is gone into the right center field bullpen. So Travis becomes a Bronx bomber, a Hafner homer. Now here's Vernon Wells. He swings and lines one to left. Bradley back, looking up, that ball is gone. Wells drills a 3-run home run. The Bronx is Vernon. Wells rings the bells.
And Chris, I have to be honest with you, obviously we're doing the game here on Yes, so I don't have a chance to hear those firsthand, but everybody always checks in with the Twitterverse to see what people are saying about the home run calls, exactly what John Sterling says, and I had the chance to catch up with him earlier today, see what went into that home run call.
You know, Hafner's nickname is Pronk, so I said he's a Bronx bomber, and Vernon Wells, I said the Bronx is Vernon, and Wells rings the bells. But so I have things planned for Euclid and for Brennan Bosch, and who else? And Lyle Overbay. So when they hit him, I'll do them.
Hey, Chris, I tried my best to get it out of him, but he's pretty tight-lipped. He doesn't want to let it out of the bag until the guy actually hits their first home run as a Yankee. But I also asked him, who were some of your favorite home run calls over the years? Not due to the situation, but just a call that you liked, a guy that you liked. Of course, he said Bernie Williams. Also, he said A-Rod. That one really caught on a lot. He said he'll be walking down the street, and then somebody will say, it's an A-bomb for A-Rod. So guys have been coming up to him, people coming up to him in the streets in New York, something he said he never thought would happen when he first got into this business.
My personal favorite, Meredith, was Robin Ventura. Robin is a Batman, but that's just me. But anyway, let's move on here. Victor Cruz has followed in Robinson Cano's footsteps, joining Rock Nation Sports and Jay-Z's new company. Now, I don't know where Jay-Z's football fandom lies, although it really doesn't matter, considering Cruz wants #1 receiver money in the $10 to $11 million range, and the Giants are only offering $7. Jay-Z and company have their work cut out for them. They could draw the ire of a lot of New York fans here if Robinson Cano and Victor Cruz don't come back in their New York uniforms, respectively.
They certainly could, and you know, it's interesting. A lot of people have said Jay-Z is very serious about this. This isn't just something he's doing on the side. He wants this to be a successful venture, and he's going out there and getting major hard-hitting clients. You saw that with Robbie Cano, one of the biggest free agents that would be on the market this upcoming season. Same with Victor Cruz, a guy that's going to be commanding some major dollars as a wide receiver. So it'll be interesting to see how this all plays out. You know that Jay-Z has an allegiance to New York, so you got to believe from a business perspective that he'll go out and explore all options, obviously, for his clients. But deep down inside, you got to think, does he want them back in New York? Probably, because he's a New York guy himself.
That's why I think it tends to lean towards the good news for New York fans. You know, Meredith, I can remember a time when chivalry was alive and well, and although it hasn't died down completely, this doesn't really lend a hand to it being alive and well. Check this out. The Diamondbacks game on Tuesday, Peter Kozma for the Cardinals smokes this home run to left center. Instead of protecting his girlfriend, dude acts like a poisonous dart is heading his way. Moonwalks out of the way.
Brutal.
The ball hits his girlfriend in the face, and then he starts enjoying ice cream. And then last night in Tampa, Matt Joyce walks off, hits a home run. All the adults are looking for the ball, and the little kid said, yo, guys, I got the ball right here. So, Meredith, let me ask you, and I think I have an idea of where you're going by your reaction to that first clip. Who made the biggest error there?
They're both bad, but come on. You know, parents make mistakes sometimes. They get a little caught up in the moment, but no excuse for that guy. I hope she dumped him immediately. How can you not protect your girl? What do you do? Chris, you would never let that happen to your wife, right?
Absolutely not. If the
Either that, though, there's a flip side of this, Chris. or you got to bring a girl that can catch to the game.
Well, you know, she caught it with her face, which is bad. I mean, but he's got to do something. He can't just walk away. He was Michael Jackson. He just moonwalks out of the way, and the ball hits his girl in the face. I don't know. Let's go on.
Not a good look. That's terrible.
I'm getting agitated with that whole thing. It's Throwback Thursday, or at least that's what the kids like to do on the Twitter, going old school and talking about either players from the past, or in this case, Meredith, we pick your brain about boy bands from the past.
Bands?
It's 98 degrees against the Backstreet Boys. Now, see, I was a big 98 Degrees guy. I used to do that Invisible Man song karaoke. I could carry a little bit of a tune, but where did your loyalties lie with those two bands?
A, I would love to see that. B, you must have seen my tweet earlier today. I got up, was watching the Today Show, and 98 Degrees popped up. They were gone like 10 years ago. My loyalty isn't with either of them. They're both still bad. I was an NSYNC girl.
NSYNC. Oh, Justin Timberlake. There you go.
And Timberlake.
JT's still around, going strong. All right, really quick, Meredith, give us a preview of the pregame, what you have coming up with Jack and Bob.
Well, we'll have an update on Hiroki Kuroda. Obviously got hit in the hand by a Shane Victorino lineup yesterday. We'll tell you how he is, whether or not he expects to make his next start. Also, a little bit of a change in the lineup. Robbie Cano moving around a little bit. We'll talk about what went into Joe Girardi's decision-making with that and much more, all coming up on the pregame show. Chris?
All right, Meredith, thank you very much. Another successful runs, hits, and errors. We'll see you for the pregame show as well.
Sounds good, Chris.